Good morning, guys. Today we're doing a video by special user request on how to add Material UI to a React app and using it in the React app. So this is a first for me too. I'm not usually a big design guy, so this is going to be fun. Good morning. Let's jump right into our app. And I'm going to give a little background on what we've been working on as a primer for those who just joined the video series. So here we go. So what we built so far is just some simple budget management app that allows us to save different income streams and track the total income versus our total expenses. We can have certain types of expenses marked as savings, which up in our in this savings tab, and it kind of just plots your expected savings over the next few months. It's not beautiful. I mean, this is my attempt at design, basically, for fun over an hour or so. But now we're going to bring in this library. It's a design library by Google full of React components, and it's called Material UI. And Material UI is pretty cool. I mean, it's supposedly founded in design, science. They really tried to come up with a library, a front-end library that could be used to standardize front end and make things not only beautiful but functional. So we're gonna give this a shot. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Okay, so Material UI's website is right here. I think I've linked it below. Let's go ahead and figure out how we add this to our React project. So I'm just scrolling, I'm scanning through the getting started section of the documentation. It's available as an NPM package, easy. And also they want us to include this font. Document stage 1 features of ECMAScript features. We already have that. We already have this, I think, as a virtue of using the Create React app tool. And if you want to see how to do that, look at video 1 of this series. Be sure if you're testing these examples. Yeah, so we have this taken care of. I'm going to take care of installing the Roboto font first, just because I want to make sure we don't skip that. Yep, so here it is, the font. It's a good looking font. Mostly sans serif looks like. So now that we've got that. So to import this, I'm interested. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, I suppose. So all we have to do is link to this font. There's my reminder for the video. Is link to this font in our index.html in the head section. So jump over to our index.html here. Sorry, in our public directory. That's our build directory. And just add that. I've got a couple other fonts here that we've been using. And then we're going to create a new page. I think we're going to create a stocks page to track different stocks that we have purchased. So we'll do that real quick. Here's what we'll do. We'll link to stocks. So now that font should be installed anyways. Stocks. This will be stocks controller. We'll just copy our savings controller to stocks controller. And then we have to include it multi-selecting here so I can copy and paste the stocks controller in here. And we should be just about to go, good to go. I think we're gonna need to name that. I'm not even sure if that's important though. We are not going to need this. This is all boilerplate from our savings controller that we worked on. We're not going to need this or request for now, really. We're going to include a new CSS file called stocks.css, or stocks.scss. And now we finally see why. That is because we're going to include a new font family, and this Google Fonts project gives us the exact font family to use. So we'll just copy that, and as long as we have our class tagged with, let's actually call it material, huh? Maybe. We'll see. So in our stocks controller, we want to tag our main class also as material. And then probably we want to do the whole thing, actually. Let's see. We'll make the container material. Our header's not going to be material for now, but we're going to want to change that. So this is our material sidebar, and this is our material main. And let's see if that not only compiles, but if we see our font here. So fetch savings controller not defined. Yeah, okay. Forgot to get rid of some boilerplate here. All this as well. Our font family is not working. Invalid CSS. Yeah. Then another copy paste error. Looks better. All right. So in theory, let's make sure this is our Roboto main font. It looks like it is. Cool. Yeah, so this is now material. We're in material design land as far as the font's concerned. Now let's see what else we need to do. So Material UI is available as an NPM package. We're going to go ahead and install that. So we're in the directory of our front-end app, and we're just going to run npm install save Material UI. Alright, so that's installed. Now let's see how we use these components. We need a theme to be provided. The quickest way to get up and running is by using MUI, Material UI theme provider, to inject the theme into your application context. Following that, you can use any of the components as demonstrated in our documentation. Here's a quick example to get you started. So we have an awesome React component already. Alright, so it looks like interesting. So we need this, we need an MUI theme provider. And then in our component, we can add this raised button. So let's just let's see if we can't do this here. So I'm going to copy this import statement into our new component, the stocks controller, and we are going to add a button, a raised button with the label saying "do the thing." I think that's how that syntax was, yeah. And we're going to see that that probably won't work right now because I can't read it because it needs that MUI theme here, just like the doc said. So we're going to add that provider, the MUI theme provider, to our app.js here. Okay, so we're going to import that MUI theme provider, and we are going to try and set this as the highest level parent component. Let's see if that got to close it here. See if we can do the thing. Oh, we can. Look, there's our raised button. Sweet. It's not very cool yet, but we've added Material UI and tested adding a component. Cool. So let's see if we can't add like a list, like you would see on Apple Stocks or something like that. See, is there anything else we need to know here? So yeah, we added the raised button instead of raised button. Oh, that's cool. Fast build process. Custom theme. Tabs to change the theme. Ooh, that's cool. How cool is that? Maybe we'll look into this in a bit. Yeah, maybe let's just find some examples. I think we want to add a list. So this is just examples of how to install things. Yeah. We're already past that. Customization. So we have different themes. Yeah, we saw. Interesting. Styles. Okay. Colors. Every color used in the UI color palette. Ooh. Okay. Components. What is did that say discover more? Oh, that said discover mode. So I'm wondering what discover mode could be. Yeah, let's see what they've got as far as list goes. So there's a grid list, which looks like this. Grid list might actually be cool for stocks because we could have our graph kind of in the background, and then in the foreground we could have maybe like the stock name and the delta. What does list look like? List looks like this. Lists are easier to scan usually. What's a menu look like? Maybe. Nah. We don't need a menu. Slider, switches. What's a snack bar? Lightweight feedback button, brief message at the bottom. Oh, that's a snack bar down here. That's cool. A stepper, a subheader, a table. Table is kind of cool. The table's kind of what we may want. I don't know if we want a list or a table to show our stock prices. List looks like this. Chat list. Ooh, that is pretty slick. Yeah, we'll try using a list for now, maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, look, that even has like a little stock symbol thing. Kind of. It's a graph. Show the source. Show the sauce. Okay. So let's just try and completely rip off. So I'm looking at their components, and I'm looking at the list components, and it looks like the guys at Material UI have done us the favor of adding the source code for their different components. So we can totally just take this and in theory, I think we're going to be able to, I don't know what this mobile tear sheet is, but oh, it's probably this right here. That's cool. Yeah, I think this example should mostly work for us is the idea. So I'm going to copy this entire, I'm going to copy the component here, the list example folder, and then all these imports, except for the one we already have, which is React. Go to our stocks controller. See, I think React should be up here, yeah. And I'm going to import those. And then we have this new component here called the list example folder, and I'm just going to try and include it in our, and it takes no props, so it should kind of, I think, just work. I'm going to try to include it. Oh no, which falls outside the project source directory. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this mobile tear. I think maybe that's something custom. Or that's more work that we're going to have to do that we're not going to do today. So we'll comment that out. Adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. Okay. That's going to have to be a div instead. Yep. Nope. Oh. I don't know what. There we go. Cool. Here's our list. Look, it was that easy to add a list. I don't see a lot of material design using a beige background. Yeah. Look at how cool that is. We can click on it. I don't know if you guys can see on the video, but there's a cool animation that came just from using the Material UI library. Yeah, I mean, really, that's all it took to add our material design. Obviously, so we're just doing stocks, so I think let's just use the kitchen. The left avatar is going to be the editor insert chart. Yeah, I think so. Except I don't, the color's not really, it's not really our color, but whatever. Yeah, let's make this a different color. Let's make it, so I think I saw, they said that they set variables for each of the colors. Oh yeah, look here, colors. So if we look at our imports here, we've got these two colors being imported, so we can go in here and see what kind of colors we have. Let's go look at the docs actually, because they had a nice table of the colors. Let's find a good color that will make our stocks look good here. I think probably beige though. Let's try this light green 900. Nah, green 900. Going all the way. Yeah. Green 900. And let's change all these usages of the yellow 600 to the green 900. Let's see that that looks all right. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually on our background, better than I kind of expected. Let's try the 600 version though. Green, because I think, so we were using a yellow 600. Let's see how green 600 looks. Just multi-selected and IntelliJ using Alt-G. Hey, I think that looks even better. That looks pretty cool. So on the sidebar, we're going to, instead of having this button floating off in space in our main area, let's add the raised button to our sidebar. So let's call one button buy more stock, buy sell stock, and panic. And I think we're gonna need those to be, yeah, see, I don't, the raised buttons, they need a little space in between them, it looks like somehow. Let's go look at how these buttons should be. Okay, cool, so we can have, let's see, full width, true. I think we're gonna want that for all of these. And disabled, okay. Primary, yeah, we'll call these, buy stock's gonna be primary, sell stock's gonna be secondary, yeah, and the other one's gonna be whatever the other option was. Let's see, primary, secondary. The docs for the Material UI components are really good. Actually, this was really easy to add. In a previous episode, well, a previous failed episode, I tried to add Bootstrap and I just could not get it to play well with the Create React App environment. So I'm really happy that this Material UI works well and is like appropriately documented. Let's see, how do we make this, oh, secondary is just pink, okay. I think panic should be secondary actually, so maybe we'll call that one secondary. Alright, let's see what we've got over here now. Okay, that's a little, I like the colors. It reminds me of like an ice cream cone on 4th of July, but they're not spaced far enough apart. Oh no, yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Let's see what we see in here. So this has, okay, height, border radius. Let's see if we can pass this a class name prop. We'll just call, what we'll do is we'll say nav.div. So I'm going over to our style sheets. I want to add some spacing in between these buttons. So we'll just do nav div margin top, maybe 10 pix, maybe margin bottom. see how it does this there. Oh no, it's button. Oh. It's not a class, it's the name of the element itself. Come on, we need spacing. There we go, that looks nicer. Now we can panic all we want, or sell stock, buy more. Cool, guys. Well, I mean, I guess the final thing we could do maybe is make these a little more dynamic. So we'll call this so we'll make these two lists. We'll have one list, this top list here. We have a top list and a bottom list. The top list will be stocks that we own, and the bottom list will be stocks that we're interested in, or whatever. So, stocks you own, stocks of interest. And let's make this dynamic. What we'll do, so we're going to need to add some space in here. So we'll create an array called own stocks, and we'll make that an array of objects. Eventually this will come from our API. Right now we're stubbing it out on the front end, so we don't have to deal with that. We can have, what we need is our primary text. So ticker can be primary text, so that would be like KR, and the secondary text will be the maybe just, we'll call it description, but that would be like Kroger, grocery stores, or whatever. And then what we'll do is we'll do a delta, and the delta will either be negative or positive. So say like Kroger goes up 6% today, we'll call the delta 0.06 today delta, or we'll call it period delta for now. And now we'll add a couple more. So let's say another one we have maybe is Wynn or something, Wynn Resorts. And let's say this one went down 3% today. So what I want to do is change the color of this based on whether the delta is positive or negative. Green if it's positive, red if it's negative, just like a lot of the other stock apps will see. Yeah, we did not think that through. Okay, another stock is, hold on, let me pull up some inspiration here. Yeah, so we have Tesla, and that is Tesla Incorporated. Yep. And we've got Snap. Let's say Snap Incorporated. No comma there. And let's say Tesla goes up by 11% in this period, and Snap goes down by 2%. Okay, so now we're going to take these, so this is going to really come in as a prop. Own stocks, and we're going to pass this prop in really from the parent eventually, but for now we're just going to pass it in right here. Oh, let's rename that too. Let's rename it to stocks list instead of calling this list example folder. And we're going to pass this prop of owned stocks here. Let's see, don't need that. So now that we've got our own stocks, we're going to transform those into these list item components. So we'll call this owned stocks components equals owned. I wonder why that's not auto-completing for us. Oh, it's because we're in PowerSave mode, maybe. So own stocks.map stock, and we're going to see if we can do it like this. So we're just going to map this here. The left avatar, we're going to change the background color depending on whether or not we're in the positive here. So let's make it green if we're in positive. Let's make it, do we have a red? Do we have a red 600? Yes, we do. We'll make it red if it's negative in the classic stock app fashion. Primary text is going to be our stock.ticker, and the subtext will be our stock.description. So background color, what we need to do is we need to check and see if our stock.period delta is negative. Period delta is less than 0. Then we're going to do green 600, or sorry, red 600. Otherwise, we'll do green 600. Let's see how that suits us. Period delta is not defined. Yeah, stock.period delta. Own stocks.map's not a function for whatever reason. We should be passing that through though. Where's this getting? You know what? I don't know if this works or not. But we're gonna give it that a shot. Yes, okay. Yeah. So that basically this is destructuring the arguments. So this is setting own stocks as a variable in this scope here to the prop that we passed in here. And now this is an ES6 feature. Take a look at ES6 if you guys haven't already. And then we're just going to add these items here. And I think next to the primary text, maybe we'll add some text. We'll do the a space and then stock dot period delta. There we go. Woo! Look at that. So now we have a dynamically generated stock section. Let's see, stocks we're interested in. We'll just copy own stocks for now. Own stock components, sorry. Important. Yeah. So now we've got material design. It looks like a Christmas app at this point because it's green and red. Yeah, there we go. This is adding material UI to our React app, and that was pretty simple. If you guys like this content, I ask that you please subscribe. Every subscription counts, and it's super helpful, and I thank you if you have already subscribed. I'm going to keep making these videos regardless. It's fun. This video was done by user request. If you've got a request for a video, please comment either on the channel or in this video. I'll find the comment and respond, and hopefully shoot the video if it's something, a topic that we can work on together. Feedback is always appreciated. Also, so if you guys want to leave feedback on things that were done well or things that were done poorly, thank you. I hope you enjoy the channel. Check out the other videos. The source code's up on GitHub. It's linked below. And feel free to share any of this content with your friends or use the code to your liking as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.